There's Tokyo, obviously, Osaka, Hiroshima, Nagoya, Fukuoka. I like that city because it's got the word fuck in it. I find that funny. A jazz club is like 4 guys on stage enjoying themselves more than the 50 people in the audience. That's what it is. They're all playing a different song, all at the same time, in different tempos, in different keys, and they call it jazz. It's fucking nonsense. You know, I'm still struggling with jazz. What is it? What is it all about? 4 guys on stage enjoying themselves more than anybody else in the audience, all playing the wrong notes at the same time. Though that's jazz. All right, is that what they're calling it now? Because it used to be called when I was growing up. What really fucking annoys me about books is when you go to a bookshop and you'll see a book. The book will be titled "The Happiness of the Homosexual Squirrel," and I'll say, "What's that book about?" And she said, "Oh, it's about drug addicts." Just like, what the fucking hell is that title then? You know, How to Catch a Hippo. What's that about? Oh, it's about one woman's fucking erotic journey across fucking Eastern Europe. People who write books are fucking idiots. I met a few. They think they're above everybody else. Honestly, you think I'm arrogant? Fuck me, I've met a few authors in my time and just like, really? You wrote a fucking book called The Happiness of the Giraffe. Country music is so bizarre, isn't it? It's insane. It all sounds the same. The Ginger Fury. Yeah. I bought a really fucking nice jacket in Japan. Cost me a fortune. And some fucking idiot yesterday, there was a big massive swirling cross of people and they had a pen and they just scribbled on my jacket. If it was you, whoever you are, I will fuck you up if I ever find you. That's a beautiful jacket. Fucking ruined. Ruined. We'll fucking hunt you down, whoever you are. Fucking can't handle is fucking people destroying my fucking clothing. I won't have that. That's shit. That's shit. Missing the kids, yes. I can see my kids in 3 days. That jacket's ruined. It's fucking ruined. That jacket's life has been ruined. What would it be? Find the person that ruined my jacket. If I could find that absolute fucker who ruined my jacket, that would be a fantastic birthday present. Well, if you can put your best man on the job. You know, I'd just like to say to the person who was at the airport yesterday, who took it upon himself to ruin my fucking brand new Stone Island jacket that I paid a fortune for in Tokyo, in Japan, that you are what's wrong with this fucking planet. And me and my mate Buddha, if we've got anything between us, we're going to endeavour to fuck your life up. Okay? But apart from that, I love you all. Keep buying the records and the merchandise, because really, that's what counts. So thank you very much. Peace.
You guys have been to the States, is that right? 7th trip over here?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, no, 8.
That's the 8th time we've been now, actually, and it's really good. So, tell me, what's it like to be a transvestite?
As soon as I try it out, I'll let you.
We did a segment a while back about what's the millennial stairway to heaven, and there were a number of people who were like, well, Wonderwall is the one.
Right. When I play those songs, it's an incredible thing. Since the documentary Supersonic came out, it's reinvigorated a whole new fan base. I mean, sadly, they do all turn up to the gigs dressed as Liam, with like four pairs of sunglasses on and fucking and all that. But if we put that to one side, it's a great thing, and they are, and this new generation of fans, they have a very specific image of what Oasis was. So the new stuff that I'm doing, they fucking hate it, right? Which makes me want to do it a little bit more, because I'm like, you little fucking idiot, you're only 15, what the fuck are you? You're only 10 when the band broke up. Fuck off.
Do you you watch each other? So if he was on here, did you watch him on here?
No.
Oh, so but he watches you.
Oh, he's obsessed. You'll be watching this now. Can we all say hello to him? Where is he? What camera's on there?
There you
Hi,
go.
Liam.
They're rubbish.
Both Liam and Noel Gallagher's bands always have at least 2 fellas who look like Noel Gallagher. Is this a contractual thing? I'm afraid to say that it is. But you know, at least we don't have 2 girls who look like Noel Gallagher. Because that Nobody wants to see that. Tweeted.
There was a headline floating around today or the last couple of days about the comment you made in an interview about how Kanye influenced your new album. So I wondered if you could talk a little bit about that.
Well, we were in the studio the day that Fade came out, and I got very excited because I love that track.
It's a very good song.
I went to the studio and we were listening to it in the big speakers, and as we were being blown away by it, we started talking about that track, The Power, off whatever album it's off, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I have got various tracks. And my producer said, you should do a track like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Like, Kanye, get out of it. And if you play the two back to back, they kind of, you can see how The Power has influenced Fort Knox. And that was it, really. Mm-hmm. Like the chanting of the girls and all that kind of stuff. And David, my producer, was saying, well, let's just pretend that you're doing this track and Kanye's going to come and put a rap on it. He never did show up.
Yeah, no. Did you ask him?
No, I don't know him. No, I don't know him. No, I don't know him. I'm not. If I was on a major record label, somebody would have made it happen, right? Yeah. And it would have been a big deal. Mm-hmm. But as I don't have a record deal around the world, I kind of I do my own thing. It's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get Kanye's phone number? But if you're watching Kanye and you want to put a little rap on it, be my guest. Yeah. When they can go and get drugs for you, right, then we're moving forward as a society here. Alexa, go score us some weed. I'll be back in a bit. All gadgets are fucking overrated. We never needed them for, like, you know, I don't know, 2000. They built the pyramids without fucking electricity. There's no app for that. We're actually going to set fire to some bastard rainforest as well, man. F***ing trees.
Yeah.
It's getting in the way of all them car parks.
Shakespeare, the history of Winston Churchill, the music of McCartney, Jagger, Coldplay.
Did you see David Cameron in the States the other week launching a kind of rebranding exercise? It did have shades of Cool Britannia. Can that kind of stuff ever work in your view and from your experience?
There are all those terms like putting the great back into Britain and let's get Britain working and all that. They're just vague one-liners to appease the people on the news channels. They don't mean anything, do you know what I mean? They don't mean anything. It all boils down to basic human values in the end, and if you don't give people work and if you don't educate them, society crumbles. That's the end. That's it. You know, you can do as much for businesses and small businesses and, you know, loophole tax and this, that and the other. It really all comes down to basic human needs, work and education. And if you've got that, people have respect for themselves and respect for each other eventually. Twitter is the playground of fucking idiots. I would love to find out the percentage of single males with Twitter accounts. I would fucking hazard a guess. It's quite high.